Hey guys, welcome to today's show. Now in this episode, we're going to take you on an early season September deer hunt that has a little bit of a twist to it. And as you recall, we had lost all of our camera equipment in a house fire right before season came in. So we were using some different cameras and camera arms. So some of the footage isn't quite what we're used to, but hey, we made do. So anyway, sit back and enjoy today's episode. Well, getting ready for tomorrow, and this is one of my favorite times of the year because at school we're getting ready to go on fall break. So today is Friday, so I get to hunt Saturday and the rest of next week. So weather's not perfect, but I just treat this time of year like my deer camp for my local lease. So we'll load up the bow, everything else in the truck, and get ready for the first of several hunts during this fall break. So this is the end of September, and then I think Tuesday's October the 1st. And a couple years ago, last year was slow during fall break, but the year before I could have tagged out in that week alone. Passed up 3, killed 1, passed up 3 more, pretty decent buck. So you never know, it's going to be warm, but they've stirred in the past, so hopefully we'll have a good week this week. Well, after we got everything packed up, it was time to get in the stand for that early season September hunt. Well, as you can see, I was covered up with squirrels early, but then it got real slow. But then I got a visit from what I was there to look for. Was a swing and a miss. that doe came around from my left, and there's a storm coming in, and it's kind of dark and cloudy, and I didn't even see her at first because where it was dark, and then I spotted her. She came out to her about 40 yards and started to give me a shot right there, but it looked like she was going to come a little closer. So then she came down and it headed down over into the timber area, and I thought she was gone, but she stayed close, so I thought maybe I could fit one through there. And so she left the camera view at that point. So I tried to fit one through, and I just missed her. I'm not really sure if it hit a limb. Like I said, it's dark, and when I pulled back to put it on her, her form was a little dark, so maybe I just shot underneath her. I'm not sure. I'll get down when I finish up, check for the arrow and stuff. But I'm basically 100% sure I didn't hit her. But anyway, we'll give it a little bit and we'll check it out before we do go and stuff and try to recover the arrow. She didn't. She just kind of trotted off from the sound of the crack of the bow, so it didn't really spook her too much. But we'll set here. Maybe the deer are moving. That's a good sign anyway. So it happens. Never like to miss one, but it's not the first, and it sure won't be the last time. So I'll hang out here and get quiet again and see what happens. Deer hunters are always looking for that extra advantage, and here at FRO we are no different. That's why we use Denver's Deer Sense. DDS has a complete line of products that's 100% fresh and pure. So whether it's premium buck, premium doe, estrus, or one of their other great products, you can always get the best with DDS. Minerals are an important part of managing your own land. That's why we trust Rack Tracker Outdoors Minerals and Attractants. RTO allows us to give the deer extra nutrition and antler growth, so we're hunting larger and healthier deer. So the next time you're in need of minerals, reach for Rack Tracker Outdoors Minerals and Attractants. After the miss, I just sat back and decided, you know what, it's still early, so I'll hang out and see if anything else comes through. something, but we'll sit here quiet. Maybe one will come back around and we'll start squirrel hunting again. It's just fun to be out here. Like I said, that deer, it got the best of me, but it's just fun to be out here. And I've actually heard some turkeys clucking over in the distance, so maybe one of those will come around and we'll see if we can get one of these crimson talon broadheads through something today. We'll keep trying. Well, I'm going to call it a day today. It's about 11 o'clock, and weathered the early storm with the lightning and thunder and a little bit of wind at a distance. It didn't lightning close to us. Then the rains finally came and had to pack all the camera equipment up, so I'm kind of shooting this one on my phone. But it's been eventful. We had that one doe come through, and of course, like I said earlier, I missed her. It wasn't a great shot, and the dim conditions kind of fooled me on my shot placement. So I'm getting ready to go check for the arrow and see what happens. There could have been a possibility I hit her. I've thought I've missed deer before and then go find blood. So we're going to do that and obviously try to find my arrow. So I'll take you along with that, for that after we get down out of the stand. But it's been a good day. Conditions have been some of the best that we've had this September. So it's not been extremely hot. It's starting to warm up now. The rains have broke. But it was a nice day. Seen plenty of squirrels. I started to try to shoot one of those, and I just couldn't get it in the camera. I didn't want to shoot it and not get it on film for you. But like I said, it's been a great day, and God's blessed us to have another enjoyable hunt. I'll meet up with Dad. He's out here on the lease right now, too, so I'll meet up with him here in a minute. But I'm going to jump down out of here. I'll bring you along with me, and we'll go see if we can't find an arrow, see if they don't have a glowing luminoc over that hill somewhere. And if we're lucky, maybe it's stuck in a deer, so we'll go check it out. Well, we're down out of the tree now, and that deer came from around this way, the trees up above me here, and it came from around this way and was right down underneath us. So what I want to do is just head down over here and look for my arrow. So I'll take you along with me and see what we can find. So here we go. And it was right down over this way, so I want to turn the camera off until I get down over the hill so I don't fall, and see what we can find here. I think I may see the arrow down there right now. Well, it didn't take long. I thought I seen the arrow, but I didn't. I can see where what happened with my shot. Like I said, it wasn't the best of shots, but I was trying to squeeze one in here. And here is where my shot ended up. Put it down here. And right there we go. Looks like I shot myself a tree. So ricocheted off there, so I'll look around here for the arrow and see, but don't know if I'll find it or not, but we'll try. And I will flip this camera around here and show you where I was standing at. So. And up there is the tree I was sitting in, so it was down under the hill here. So I will look around and see what I can find here. But there's my tree that I shot. The deer was standing, it crossed right through here and was standing right along this tree here. So let's see what I can find. And that didn't take long, so there's the arrow. So, let's see. Yep. That looks about right. busted it off on that tree. So at least I found the broadhead. I'll have to check it out and see how it works, but definitely snapped the arrow in two, so I figured that would be the case on that. But we found a broadhead, and I'll look around here and see if we find anything else that we can reuse. Whether you're hunting or just getting in some practice, I always trust Luminok to light the way. Light them up. The SRB Field Rest is perfect for turkey hunting. Be sure to check out their complete line of products at srbfieldrest.com. One last thing I wanted to show you before I head off the hill is the spot that I was hunting at today, over my shoulder here. And one of the reasons that I like hunting this stand is this Rack Tracker mineral site that I got here. And what I did this morning was I actually touched it up before I got in the stand and stuff. But I'll walk you over here and show you what it looks like. And there you go. It's a really good site that's been really productive for us. And the deer have been wearing it out. Even with the drought that we've had here lately, they've still been working it good. If we could get a little rain, it would kind of spark that thing back up some. And then, of course, right down there is my Denver's mock scrape. And that doe, as usual, she stopped right out there at that mock scrape and checked it out and give me a decent shot there. Hopefully I got all that on camera at about 40 yards. But I'm not real comfortable with this bow at 40 yards. As you probably already know, with this season, we had the house fire. But I lost my bow and setup and stuff, so I am very thankful to have this bow right here that a good friend sent me to use, and I'm confident with it. It's just 40 yards. I've not taken a lot of shots with it at 40 yards because the fire stuff went down like right before season started, just about 5 or 6 days before season opened up. So been shooting with it and got it dialed in and stuff, but I was hoping that one would give me a little closer shot. So it ended up giving me a closer shot. I just had a tree get in the way, so that happens. So like I said, now I'm down out of the tree. I'm going to head off the hill, meet up with Dad, and see how he did today. So I've been texting him some, but we'll get his story and swap some tails here. So let's head off the hill.
Any evidence?
Oh, well, I found the arrow. I'll show you. Happened about what I thought had happened, but I wasn't for sure. So, no, I didn't hit the deer. Now you can see the end of the arrow right there.
Clean miss then. Knock came out.
Well, it wasn't a clean miss, it was a tree hit.
Okay.
Yeah, clean miss on the deer. I hit a tree.
That explains a lot.
What it did was, I was sitting there and I just sent you a text, so I was laying my phone down when I seen it. So, but when it started to storm and got a little dark, and it was really brown, I looked up about 50 yards. I thought, is that a deer? And it was almost like it was dark where it's so cloudy.
Yeah.
And I got to looking and I seen that it was. So I got the cameras turned on and got ready for it, and it come about 40 yards, and you know where that Denver's mock scrape is? They stop there all the time. And it stopped there, and I had a shot right there. But with this bow, with my bow, I've been fully confident. With this bow, we talked about it, maybe not 40 yards. So I thought, well, let's let it get a little closer. And so it started coming closer, and it looked up in the trees. I think it kind of maybe seen my form, but it didn't spook. But instead of coming on in front of me, it turned, and you know how when you're sitting in that muddy stand, the ridge comes in front of you, and that trail, it come down the left. Well, instead of coming down on the stand, it stepped into the weeds. So I thought it was gone. I thought, well, that's it.
I had a little suspicion there.
Yeah. I think when it looked up at me, it decided to go ahead and step down in there. So it stepped down in there, and I thought, well, it's over. Well, then it come right along the edge of it, and actually had a shot. I thought, I could shoot that deer right there. So when I come to my feet, and then, like I said, it was still kind of dark. When I come to my feet, then I come to full draw, and I think it was blending into that tree, because I shot right. I thought I had it right on its front shoulder, and I had a suspicion I hit that tree. So I think that's. Okay. And then when I went down there, I found.
Well, at least a clean miss.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all counts.
Deer walks. That's good.
Yeah. And so there was a big mark on the tree where it ricocheted off the tree, and then on the other side I found the arrow. So got the broadhead back. So.
Good deal.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything. Had some turkey. At one point they were down over the hill behind me. Sounded like 40, 50 yards, but still so many leaves I couldn't see. And a little later I heard them again, probably the same ones, working their way around to that pipeline we walked that day. Got out there and they yelped, a few yelps. Apparently they were going in the opposite direction, because I was pretty motionless for a while, hoping. But maybe next time.
Yeah, I did hear some turkeys too, clucking back towards the cemetery way, down over in that little, probably under the cemetery in that little swag. And had plenty of squirrels. I actually come to full draw on a squirrel and was going to shoot it. But by the time I got it situated, then I come to draw, it jumped over the edge of the hill a little bit, and I just let it go. I figured I'd already threw one arrow out there. They wasn't no use to burn another one on a squirrel. So, but eventful day, I guess.
Another good day.
Yeah.
At least we're not working.
Definitely. We got a few more days this week to hunt.
I'll probably take a day or two, maybe off work to help.
Now, I was looking at the weather. We got the hot days Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then it's supposed to drop about 20 degrees Thursday and Friday into Saturday.
That'll all wait till probably then.
Yeah.
Won't get to hunt next Saturday. That's church business day.
Well, there you go, guys. Tree 1, me 0. You know, it happens sometimes, so, you know, what can you say? That's all part of hunting. But anyway, we had a great time. You know, just got to enjoy the outdoors another day, got to spend some time with my dad, and it was all good. So that's just the way it goes sometimes. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's episode of 4 Range Outdoors.